Hey folks, in this video we're going to go through the objectives and assignments associated with Module Week 1.3 Measurement in Units. So this is the third module of the first week, and in this module the objectives are associated with the readings of chapter sections 1.1 to 1.6 in your textbook, and basically we're talking about things that some of you may already be familiar with. Basic units of measurement, including the definitions of what are considered the International Standard of Units, which is, of course, related to the metric system, and then introducing the concept of density, which is an important property of matter and helps us to characterize matter. So these are the basic objectives. As in all of our modules, we do have a Moodle booklet here, which is called Units, Why Do We Care? Clicking on that, and I'm going to go ahead and close this menu here on the left to give us a little bit more space. We'll see that we have 4 chapters in this booklet. The first chapter is a video on the metric system, which is roughly 5 minutes in length. Clearly this is a video, it's a TED Talk that's accessible through YouTube, and as is the case for all the videos that are posted in these chapter booklets, they are YouTube videos. You can obviously open them up in your YouTube app or in your browser if you'd like. You can in fact just click on Watch on YouTube down here in the left corner if you want to expand it to allow you to do that. So that first chapter deals with just a TED Talk about the importance of the metric system. The second chapter, clicking here, and again, we can always move to different chapters by going to the table of contents or clicking on the arrows here to move from one chapter to the next. The next chapter is a discussion where I introduce the basic unit system, the MKS unit system, also known as the SI, the System International Unit System. And so this video is roughly 29 minutes, close to half an hour long. And there is, as I've mentioned before, a PowerPoint outline that you can download to help guide you through the video and to help to take notes. So that's going to introduce that. The next video is actually one which deals with Wolfram Alpha, which I've mentioned previously. And Wolfram Alpha, of course, is a browser-based system that allows you to do calculations, access data, using the database. And one of the useful things here for us is something that we call unit conversion, where you can convert from one system of units to another without having to go through a calculation. Given that this is a class which is more, where the emphasis is more on concepts than on quantitative issues, although we will be doing some calculations, I want to bypass what we might normally do in a general chemistry class and going through detail how to do unit conversions. If Wolfram Alpha can do it, we're going to do it, and we're just interested in the results here. So this particular chapter, I talk about how to use Wolfram Alpha to do these kinds of things. And then there are a set of problems here. Chapter 1 problems, parallel problems, A3, A6, A7. These are problems from your textbook where I actually run through the calculation to show you how to do it. So these are example problems that you may find helpful when going through and working on some of the module problems on your own. All right, so there are 3 different problems here. All right, so we're going to go back here to the module. All right, so that was our Moodle booklet. Now, what are the assignments associated with this module? Of course, as always, there's a discussion forum, the measurement units forum, and we'll see here there are currently 4 different discussion tracks here that will allow you to answer or respond on your own to the specifics here. There's one track that's referred to as question, and this is one where I will typically in most modules ask you to ask a question if there's something that you're confused about, or in fact there's something you're interested in going into more detail. This is where you would post that. I'm very much interested in what you think and what you're interested in pursuing to a greater degree. And so that's the form associated with that, with this module. There are a set of questions, group questions 1, and as noted when I discussed the syllabus, when I refer to group questions, this of course doesn't have to be done in groups, but you can do it in group if you want to get together with some of your classmates and go through the solutions. Sometimes brainstorming with other folks really helps to understand it. So I encourage you to do that, although no schedules may not permit. And hopefully I will learn more about this as I discuss your schedules individually at the beginning of the class. So clicking on this, we see there are 2 problems from the end of the chapter in Group B. The parallel problems at the end of the chapter deal with problems 5 and 10, deal with things like density and unit conversion. So those are 2 problems. And again, the examples in the video should certainly help you to solve those particular problems. And lastly, the assignment, there is a short quiz, a 5-question quiz, which deals with concepts. There are no computations in the quiz. It's just basic concepts associated with the material in this particular module. And it shouldn't take you too long to complete the quiz. You do have 3 attempts to complete the quiz to get as high a score as possible. So in any event, so that's it for module week 1.3 on measurements and units. As always, if you have any questions, let me know.